Welcome to KJTV News, your trusted source for the latest updates. Tonight, we bring you a major development in international relations. The US President Donald Trump has welcomed home American schoolteacher Marc Fogel after he was released from a Russian prison. Fogel, who was detained in 2021 for cannabis possession, landed at Joint Base Andrews near Washington, D.C., late Tuesday before heading to the White House. Trump, standing beside Fogel, described the release as a show of good faith from Russia and hinted that another American detainee would be freed on Wednesday. While details of the exchange remain unclear, Trump emphasized that Russian President Vladimir Putin received not much in return. Fogel, a 63-year-old educator from Pennsylvania, was sentenced to 14 years in prison for possessing medical marijuana prescribed in the U.S. His case gained attention that other high-profile detainees, such as basketball star Brittany Griner, were released in past exchanges. His legal team credited Trump for securing his freedom, criticizing what they called bureaucratic inaction under the Biden administration. Speaking emotionally, Fogel expressed his gratitude, saying, "I feel like the luckiest man on earth right now." His family, who had long campaigned for his release, stated, "This has been the darkest and most painful period of our lives, but today, we begin to heal." Trump also noted that the exchange could play a role in efforts to end the war in Ukraine, calling the release a big important part of potential peace negotiations. He suggested that US-Russia relations could improve, paving the way for a resolution to the ongoing conflict. The White House celebrated the release, posting on social media, "Promises made, promises kept," along with a photo of Fogel. Meanwhile, Trump's special envoy to the Middle East, Steve Witkoff, traveled to Russia to facilitate the exchange, marking a rare high-level US visit to Moscow since the war began. As this story unfolds, KJTV News will bring you the latest updates. And let's go in Ukraine, where one person has been killed and 4 injured in a Russian missile attack on Ukraine's capital overnight. Kyiv's mayor said a 9-year-old girl was among the injured in the strikes, which occurred early on Wednesday. The Ukrainian military said it had shot down 6 of 7 ballistic missiles and 71 drones launched by Russia, which sparked several fires throughout the city. It comes after President Volodymyr Zelensky suggested Ukraine would be prepared to swap land with Russia in potential peace negotiations. The strikes had caused damage in Kyiv's Holosievsky, Podilsky, Sviatoshinsky and Obolonsky districts, Mayor Vitaly Klitschko said. Meanwhile, officials in the city of Kyiv also reported damage to residential buildings and infrastructure after it was targeted in Russian missile strikes on Tuesday night. The Dnipropetrovsk regional governor said on Telegram, reacting to the attack on Wednesday. Zelensky said Russian President Vladimir Putin was not preparing for peace. He continues to kill Ukrainians and destroy cities. Right now, we need unity and support from all our partners in the fight for a just end to this war, he wrote on Telegram. In an interview with the Guardian newspaper published on Tuesday, the Ukrainian president said he would be prepared to swap land with Russia in a future peace negotiation. He said parts of Russia's Kursk region, which Ukraine has held since an offensive 6 months ago, could be returned in exchange for Ukrainian territory currently occupied by Moscow. Ukraine has never said it wanted to permanently occupy the hundreds of square kilometers it seized in Russia's Kursk region, but the goal has appeared to become clearer. Dmitry Medvedev, the deputy chairman of Russia's powerful Security Council, dismissed Zelensky's suggestion as nonsense. "Peace through strength, you say," he said. Medvedev mocked Zelensky's repeated phrase, hinting that Russia's attack was its way of achieving peace. Ukraine initially hoped the Kursk offensive would ease pressure on its troops, but with Russia's dominance, Zelensky now seeks political leverage. He admitted Ukraine lacks security guarantees without the US. During his campaign, Trump claimed he could end the war in a day. Last month, he warned Putin of tariffs and sanctions if he didn't stop the invasion. Putin insists on negotiations, but demands Ukraine accept Russia's territorial gains, about 20%. Zelensky, for the first time, suggested permanent land concessions. Putin also rejects Ukraine joining NATO. On Friday, Zelensky will meet US Vice President JD Vance, a critic of military aid to Ukraine. Trump hinted at a possible meeting Thursday at the Munich Security Conference, while the White House shows interest in Ukraine's natural resources for continued aid. Thank you for watching KJTV News for the latest updates around world.